Hello, and welcome to yet another edition of Shadows of Sharn. Uh, a D&D campaign that's very pulp-inspired and set in the Eberron setting. Hello there. What do you have in your mouths?
Nothing.
Wit,
section of Twitch
talent.
chat.
What do you guys got going on tonight?
Yeah.
I've been
Johnny's ready to give a
spitting
recap right now. No,
Yeah, I
put
can
that
give a
back in your
recap.
mouth.
out. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so last time, I don't know if it's being picked up on a mic. Last time, we had a case where
Oh, no.
people who are getting cut apart by other people, but we couldn't figure out who was doing this. And at one point, Achaeus, who's like, I gotta go find something, was all like, also let me know if this is coming across, I can stop.
Because it's gross and it tastes like metal and
Please
plastic.
stop.
Stop.
Please stop.
I'm saying this
Stop.
for the people that are just listening.
Oh, I got you.
I
So
say this for myself.
okay, it's fine. You just gotta say for yourself. I'll stop. So last time we had an associate come to us and like, hey, these weird things are going on. Can you help me? And Tresh was all like, oh yeah, of course, because I've known you before. And their name was
Ayana.
Ayana. Thank you. And then there was some tension there, but we were like, is it sexual tension? And then we rolled and it was sexual tension. It could have been other types of tension, but I don't think Nate deals any other types of tension with those two. And then we were like, there's some multiple places we can investigate. And then we split the party. And the party splitting went as followed. It went boom, Velveteen, and
Big fan.
You
Wow.
can figure it out. You can figure it out.
You got this. I believe in you.
I was hoping to get involvement from Aaron because Aaron's the
No.
one who came with me.
Sorry,
And-
I've been blowing my nose
That's so
nonstop.
fun. And then Twister was all like, I'm a lone wolf. I'll go by myself.
Okay,
mean-
I guess.
I mean, you did go by yourself.
I did.
I mean, technically, Galen and Achaeus also went on their own.
Yes.
I said, "Done, gamers, come on." And then Achaeus was all like, I'm going to go do some things at this
Taylor shop.
tailor shop. I was thinking of participating. And then Galen's all like, I'm going to go visit my wife. And then they visit their wives like, hey, do you know this person who was potentially murdered because they were also a tailor? And she's like, no. What are you doing in my house? And they're like, I live here too. Listen, I'm trying to remember. Anyone can cut me off at any point. And then Achaeus, as we cut to Achaeus, I believe was next. Yes? No?
Yeah.
We cut to Achaeus.
Maybe. Who knows?
We cut to Achaeus next, and Achaeus was like, oh, this place is weird and dusty. And then the creature that's in their head that we don't know about was all like, do it. Find the blood. Kill people. Stab them all. Do it. Find who hurt you. And then they were being watched and followed. And then I believe, what happened next? What happened next?
I talked to my wife.
Galen still talked to their wife, and then Achaeus went to leave and then saw Galen. And they're like, weird, Galen's here. I feel like they would have known and would have come into the tailor shop with me, but they didn't. And then they approached him, like, hey, Galen. And Galen's like, hey, what's up, bestie? And they're like, yeah, nothing much. No voices in my head that are crazy. And he's like, oh, yeah, cool, same. I'm not someone, no, I'm not telling you who I actually am. But unbeknownst to all of us, that wasn't Galen. That was a shadow creature. And the shadow creature was like, hey, Achaeus, there's this place we should go to, bestie. And they're like, weird, they've been calling me bestie a lot. They don't do this. And then the actual Galen saw this happening, and they're like, watch me use my mind melding powers. And they're like, wow, 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 wow. That's not actually me. And then Achaeus is like, oh, damn, for real? And they're like, yeah.
Oh,
And then they go in there, and they're like, by the way, these are my associates, Punchy and Kicky. And they're like, Punchy and Kicky don't sound very tough. This isn't true. I don't think we actually got their names.
no.
No.
Yeah, so Punchy and Kicky were like, oh, watch this. And then Shadow Creature, who was actually Galen, was all like, want to see a magic trick? I'm gonna make this character disappear, and then they were stabbed, and then they disappeared. And then Galen was all like, "Oh, okay, are you gonna give me any information?" And they're like, "No." And then moments pass by, Achaeus, back into existence. And then at that point, Galen was like, "I should probably save their lives. I'm gonna take you to the person who brought me, Galen, back to life." And then Galen takes them there. By the way, they are going to the like rich part of Sharn, and Achaeus is just dead or unconscious. I don't know.
Dragging Achaeus
Unconscious,
through one of the nicest parts of the city,
Great for my
entirely
reputation.
unconscious, with a stab wound.
Yeah. And then we cut away for a moment. We got back to Twister, who was like, "Oh, I found this box," and then like a very small, I believe it was the character you met early on,
Yeah.
whose name was given to you potentially,
Yes.
Yes.
and that name was
Give me like 2 seconds. I have to read.
okay, because I do this because not because I don't remember the names. I have my notes up, but I also like full participation because I feel like me talking for 10 minutes is not the best for me because I feel like I take up
I
too much
had it
time.
in my notes. I just can't find it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, eventually we figured out the case mostly because Tresh was like, "Hey, yeah, use your big brains. Look at all where the cases were." And we're like, "Oh shit, we need to know how to read a map." And Twister was getting like, skin and shit delivered and threats and all this fun, spicy things that make life fun. And then we bought a lock for our door because our front door never had one. And then we went off to try to go murder this whatever the fuck. And then he fucking chugged a bunch of blood. He was drinking blood out of hearts because a demon was like, "Yeah, drink me, baby." And it definitely is not the same stuff that Achaeus's friend says in their mind. So it's no sus thoughts there or anything. And then we killed him. He turned into a big blood boy full of blood. And we killed him again. And then we were like, "Cool, Tresh, tell us everything." And then Tresh was like, "Okay, prophecies." And we're like, "Go fuck yourself."
Pretty
Essentially,
It was
yeah.
a long conversation about prophecies and destiny.
And then we talked to a dragon. It was like destiny and all this shit. Also, all these people have names. And it's like, okay, great.
Go fuck yourself.
Please write all these names down on a chalkboard.
Yeah, it's like, please, I'm begging for a chalkboard. Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, we were given many names for this." And we're like, "Cool, what are those names?" And we didn't get anything.
I don't think we ever actually asked what those names are. I would have. Becca Morgan wanted to ask desperately. Caitlin wouldn't have asked.
The names for who?
It was
Everyone that
like-
was listed in the prophecy that could be a potential person that saves the
okay,
prophecy.
those names.
Yeah. The names of all the demons and stuff we got fucking Mordekash and Tolkash and the other one that we don't know yet. I'm assuming that the other one that hasn't revealed themselves yet is the bitch that's living in your head. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
true.
not.
They probably don't know.
It's true. I don't know.
And then we're like, okay, cool. I guess we'll just have a month off after getting this lore drop of things. Yeah, and then we just worked.
Mhm.
And then we found out that Twister's dad's alive. GG.
Yeah. In another plane of existence.
Yep.
We don't know where, but that's something.
Somewhere in another plane of existence.
Somewhere out there. I
Yeah.
forgot how that song actually goes.
No, you got it.
Night. Someone's watching over me. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Mouse sings this after he loses his family.
As mice are want to stop.
Yeah, just
you having trouble with
just mice named Fievel. It's fine.
Okay. Yes, correct. Anyway, that's what you missed on Glee, and now we're gonna get our lives ruined. Nate.
Oh,
yes.
and before we ended, a vision was given to, or like it was like a nightmare or whatever, to like Velveteen or something like that.
I believe it was a what is it called? A preview. Because I don't think I actually saw it.
I don't
If I-
remember this.
And
It was the consequences of actions we did not see.
Yeah.
Oh.
we return to where we left off last week. Velveteen, your body as it was at the beginning of the war. Both of your arms intact, many scars removed. You keep on trudging through, trying to find someone alive amidst the bodies that lie on the ground. Countless corpses line up in this valley, far more than you could count. But still, you keep on looking, keep on searching, walking forward. The path begins to get murkier for you. You can feel something seem to be trying to sink you down into the dirt itself. How do you respond?
I got a job to do. I'd keep walking. Or he would keep walking.
Continue to find yourself walking with this great struggle and difficulty. The terrain is not kind to you. The winds howl and scar your face. The sun is ever absent, and all you can see around you are graying clouds on the skyline, the bodies, and the mountains around. Hours go by as you keep on walking, and you find yourself having to deal with the blood rising up as the tide in the sea, escaping higher and higher. You find yourself on top of a mountain of corpses. You have saved no one in this event. All around you is just death and misery and pain. As you contemplate this, the bodies begin to stir, and the arms reach out and grab at you. You can hear them call, "You failed. You failed. You failed. Why are you still here when we are gone?" How do you respond?
That's a good question. This is body after body after body. Like they're just gonna overtake me any moment. I'm sorry I let you down. I let everybody down. There's nothing I could even do to save any of you. And I imagine I would start crying a little bit. And then, even though they're trying to overtake him, he's not gonna fight it. He knows he's failed. And he's just gonna let them overtake him. There's no reason he needs to live when everyone else has died.
They reach up and begin pulling you down into the core of this mount. What little light there was shining through fully escapes, and you find yourself submerged into decay. Then you can hear, from a distance, the sounds of sobbing. Sounds like it's a child, maybe. Not too young, but not, maybe somewhere in their early teens. You can hear them crying, and you can hear this young boy cry out, "Someone, please, someone, Is there anyone here? And within this darkness, a click, and a door opens forward for you to walk through into a hallway beyond.
Oh, I'm going to the doorway. I'm gonna drudge and pull myself towards the doorway if I have to.
There is still some struggle at first, but you're able to pull yourself through and emerge on the other side. Twister.
I.
You are within a grand labyrinth. You have just entered within this space. Hedges that climb into the skies beyond, thorns wrapping around, and you can hear the sounds of blade and fire and so many other traps within. It is a very
Okay.
dangerous path that lies before you no matter what you take. And you can't be sure that if you hit a dead end, that you'll be able to turn back and try again. You still you still keep yourself within this path.
Is it like all around me?
Yes,
Like,
you
am I
are
just-
just at the entrance of this path, of this maze.
Hmm. And you said like if I go down this path, like if I go inside the labyrinth, I could end up at a dead end without anything like
Without
without
any way
being
back.
able to.
A dead end might be more literal.
Ah. Thinking of all the stuff that he's done already, of the near-death experiences he's already had, he's about to like back up and turn around, but then the thought of his dad still being out there clicks in his head, and doing this not just for himself but for other people, he turns back around and goes inside the maze.
So you walk further and further within, dodging the traps that come to you and try to block your way, finding a path that seems to work and continuing along as if guided by some line, some thread that you can pull on to bring you safely forward. Continuing along, you can see signs posted up, warnings of the dangers around you, and you know this to be your mother's handwriting. At times you can even hear her call out, "Don't go forward, please. This leads only to death." After many hours of trudging through, you find yourself at a particular crossroads. To your left and right lie only darkness, so deep that no light can pierce on through. You turn back and find the path has been replaced by a wall. There is no return. There is no back to where you were. You only have these two options. From your left, a voice deeper than the abyss calls out, "Follow to me." Follow me, child. Power and knowledge shall be yours if you come to me. The other side holds only regret and loss. From the right, you hear a familiar voice instead, though. Twister? Son, is that you? Which path do you take?
Doesn't even think about it. He goes down the right path.
You make your way through, pulling the darkness away as vines and ivy. You make your way down this path, tumbling and stumbling all the way through. It's not a graceful path at all, and you find yourself having to struggle with many barriers along the way, but soon you come to an open area and exit out of this labyrinth. A clearing on grass, looking upon a wide vale below, full of forest, full of life. You see before you, still within the same armor he wore to war, is your father. Sister. It is you.
Dad? I'm just gonna run up and hug him.
You go to hug him and your arms go through. Sister. Look at you. What happened to you? And you look down and see that your body is full of scars, full of burn marks. You are covered in ash and destruction. How dare you? Dare you do that? What path did you lead down here? I reject you. I reject you. You're no son of mine.
What are you talking? What?
And nothing. It's just a pain. And your father dissolves away. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Twister, after that, just starts tearing up, probably on the border of crying, and then just gets extremely frustrated with himself.
And as you stand here in this frustration, you begin to hear at first a whisper that gets stronger, the sounds of sobbing, and a young boy call out, asking for someone to save him. A click, and on this mountaintop, a door appears and opens up for you, leading into a hallway.
Is there anything else around other than this door, or is it just the door?
It's the door as if it's just standing right there. Kind of like can't really think of the pop culture reference off the top of my head, but Yeah, there's no walls or anything attached to it. It's just there.
A door.
Everything else around you is grass and the forest valley below.
Okay. Mister will go through the door.
Lila,
Hello.
you're in a room that is bare of most things on the floor. No lighting from the ceiling, no furniture. The only things within this space are landscapes all along the walls. You see places you've never been to before but only heard of in story. You see palaces where many dragons fly around. A grand pool of lava that demons thrive in. You can see a forest filled with lizard folk and other beings that you have not been able to come in contact with before. You see stories, you see tales, you see heroics, you see failures and legends all around you. What do you do within the space?
I guess I'll go explore more towards the foresty area, if I can, or like look at it more, I guess.
You walk, try to examine the space, and you can see the walls move away from you, the room expanding, so you cannot reach any of these. You move even more, you feel the floor begin to move against you, forcing you to remain in place. You cannot move within this space. Your goals and destination are forever remaining out of touch, out of reach. A distant goal to dream of but never see. Eventually, as you continue trying, you can see that now the walls and ceiling lose, the landscapes disappear, and everything around you begins to squeeze into you. The atmosphere begins getting more suffocating. Look, you can feel your lungs begin to burn with fire. What do you do?
So I can get closer to like the walls now,
The walls are getting closer to you.
but like I can move towards it without like it
Yes.
trying to get away from me. Okay. I'll go over to one of the walls and see if I can like try and push on it. See if it does anything.
You continue to push and push. But the path is set. No matter how much you struggle, no matter how much you give in, something that was not your choice is beginning to, this destiny is continuing to struggle and suffocate at you. It becomes harder and harder to breathe. The walls are pressed up right against you, ready to squeeze. And then you feel give as you hear a young voice cries, a call for help. And one of the walls becomes a doorway, opening up and leading to a hallway outside.
obviously I'll go out that door into the hallway.
A chaos.
What's up?
Fire lights the hallway, and blazing destruction. Smoke chokes at your lungs, and you find yourself having to drag yourself to a door. Your legs gave in. Blood and smoke and ash is all that coats you right now. You can hear, as you approach the door from below, the sounds of screams, as well as a blade cutting through flesh. What do you do?
I follow the sounds.
Continuing to struggle, you have to make your way down the stairs into the office's first floor. You can see lying on the ground are each and every member of the Eyes of Many. Galen, Twister, Lila, Velveteen, Tresh. All of them cut open, lying on the ground. Galen looks up to you, tears in their eyes. Just begs, why? Before they lie still.
Is there anything else around?
Soon, for you, everything is washed away, and you find yourself standing in front of your bed. Everything's back to normal. You cannot see outside your room. All that lies out is darkness and emptiness. But you can hear within the atmosphere around you, reverberating through your body, your patron's voice. Not the most pleasant of experiences for you. I apologize. It seems those who work on dreams have chosen you as prey tonight. I washed away that nightmare.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to help you out in any ways I can, Case. Do enjoy your dreams and know that the next time one of these Corby come, I'll make them regret. And you can feel the presence leave. And then the sounds of sobbing. And you see your door open up into a hallway you've never seen before. From outside you hear sounds of someone crying. A young boy asking for help.
I'm almost tempted not to go because I want to see what would happen if I didn't. But I don't know if that'd be in character, so I'll go.
You do not
No.
dream.
I do not.
You
So I'm
don't
having a
find
nice
yourself-
evening.
You don't find yourself having to deal with anything else in your own kind of rest and relaxation.
Cool.
Instead,
Oh.
you, as you go through your meditation,
Mm-hmm.
begin to feel something stirring within your mind. You can feel a connection, also slightly, to something else form. It is but a simple strand of a thread, nothing with great weight to it,
Mm-hmm.
but you can feel this connection stir.
Just stirring. I attempt to like reach out to it.
Certainly. You reach out. You can not hear a voice, but feel the response, as if it's from yourself. A response that's just simply says hello.
Hello?
They're in danger.
Which one? I'm gonna need you to be a bit more precise on that one. There are a lot of people that could potentially be in danger.
All.
All right. Are you?
Lend me strength so you can help.
Who are you?
Looking for the same goal as you.
Make an insight check on this thought in my own mind.
Alright, it'll be a very high insight check. You're
Oh,
not really
good.
able to read a face or
Yeah.
like voice or anything.
No.
Okay, an 8, yeah, no, you can't really grab anything from this presence.
How? How am I supposed to do that?
Rest. Stay still. And think of your friends.
All right. I mean, I can do that.
Thank you
You're
for
not-
everything.
I think you answered it then. Never mind. Pleasure to meet you.
As you get yourself within this meditative state, you can feel as if a part of you is being pulled into another space elsewhere beyond.
Okay.
And you find yourself standing in the middle of a hallway. Wooden walls and ceiling, carpeted floor, it is like that of a fine inn. Many doors line this hallway that stretches hundreds, maybe thousands of feet in either direction. You cannot count the number of doors so easily.
Mm-hmm.
You can see, though, on the doors are not numbers or any other identification, but what is there are names.
Mm-hmm.
People's names, some of them you recognize. Standing within the space, you look and see the names of Achaeus, Twister, Lila, and Velveteen.
Mm-hmm.
You watch their doors all open up, and the rest of party members enter within the same space.
Good morning, everyone.
Are we all in the state that we were in our dreams?
You all return to how you were when you fell asleep.
Okay. Twister looks visibly distraught.
We're in a dream.
Maybe? I do not classically dream, so really the whole situation that has gotten myself here in this place has been yet another confusing instance.
My patron said that someone was trying to mess with us in our dreams.
Oh, yes, a lovely voice in my head said that everyone is in danger, and everyone meaning everyone ever.
Ah.
I feel like that's going to happen a lot when I'm with you guys.
What, everyone being in danger at all times?
Yes.
Welcome to
Oh,
the party.
never.
Welcome to Sharn.
Yeah. Welcome to Sharn.
So, there's names. Are we trying to find a particular one? I mean, I have no information. I just showed up here.
Well, before at least I came into this room, I heard what sounded like sobbing.
Lovely.
However, looking around, do you see anything, Nate?
You can still slightly hear the sounds of crying coming from the way to your right, echoing down the chambers.
That would be it.
So, do we go for that?
Mhm.
If there's danger, should we go towards the sound of the...
Probably.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? We die in a dream.
Once, yeah. If we die in the dream, do we die for real?
Who knows? I don't really care either way. I'll just start walking that direction.
Oh, all right.
Oh. Twister will just silently follow Velveteen.
I will follow. I will be scanning like all the names on the doors. I'm mostly keeping an eye out for 5 different names. Galen Lore Morales, because I didn't go through a door, yes? Or did I? Did the one I pop out have my own name on it?
But you didn't
What
pop
name
out
is
the
on
door.
this?
You just appeared within the hallway.
Great. I'm trying to find my door. But yeah, well, you know, whatever. Carmelina, my son, and then Char. I'm just keeping an eye out in case I see you. Gotta keep my eye out for
Perception
Slovenia.
Anyone who wants to look out for any names in particular, go ahead and roll perception.
Galen, do you have guidance? I know you don't, but I want you to. It's fine. It's fine.
I can't think of any names I want to keep
I'm
an
gonna
eye
use
out for.
Thing.
Well, no, if there's anyone I particularly care about that's alive that's not in the party.
Aw, you love us.
Twister is going to keep an eye out for maybe his dad or his mom's door.
Okay. So roll perception.
Cast guidance on himself.
What the fuck? You can see.
24.
Imagine having eyes, or 2 functioning eyes that work.
And Velveteen, who are you looking for?
Just looking for names I may recognize.
Let's start top down here. Galen.
Hi. 12.
Yeah, with a 12. You do not see any names of your family along this way, and you do not see one for Char. One that you do notice, and in fact, this is something for everyone to notice soon after, because of the state this is in, is the name of Tresh.
Hmm.
The bottom part underneath where the last name would be is scratched out, you can notice. And along the doorway, there are many locks, and there's like chains and bindings all around, as if to prevent either entry or exit.
Spicy. Fascinating. I'll just keep walking.
Twister. It's kind of like trying to keep an eye out for your parents' names. You can see right next to each other are the names of both of your parents.
Okay. What are the state of the doors?
Your mother's has nothing unusual about it, but your father's, you can notice that it's been left open.
Left open?
Yes, you look in the side, but you see only emptiness. A dream cannot exist without the person being able to dream at that time.
Oh. So either he's not asleep, or he can't sleep. Okay. I'll just close the door.
Velveteen?
Yes.
You kind of like keep an eye out yourself. And names of people, you do manage to catch doors that lead into, that have like the names of some people you recognize. From Sin Renly to Tyson Twe. And you can also see like Ilsa Boromar, Yana Iatalan. You see countless names that you've seen and experienced. All of them shut tight.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting.
Will that be it for the search, though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me at least. If anyone
Okay.
else wants to do anything?
I'm just trying to find where the noise is coming from.
Could someone roll me a d20?
I can. 13.
As you're all walking down this long pathway, you can see that the rooms and the hallway itself begin to twist and turn and go into a spiral shape and begin kind of like just continue along this way. The hallway switches out spaces with each other, as if like a sliding puzzle with a piece being moved out of the way and replaced by another. You almost get caught up. You almost get caught up in this, but we're able to continue along your path instead, and just watch as it begins going into an illogical formation as you continue down this hallway. So at the point that you have to walk up both the walls and the ceiling before finding yourself back onto solid ground, onto the floor proper. And the sounds of the crying begin getting louder.
Is it like recognizable at any point? Like, is this a I don't know, a random crying child that any of us would know?
None of you would be able to identify the voice.
Thank
It is
God.
someone
Okay,
you've never seen.
cool.
Another d20 now as you continue your path.
I'll roll it.
Hell yeah. Nat 20.
4.
Okay, that's not.
Okay, with a 4. Hey, 420.
Oh,
With the 4, the path is stable, and as you're kind of like walking around, you begin to hear plants that are acting as decoration begin to mumble items to each other.
Bitch ass what?
You can just hear
Plants
like
talking?
you can hear the ficuses and the ferns, the like, begin to give mild gossip about each other.
So what's a gossip?
Yeah,
Bestie?
you can't just say like you hear him gossiping. Tell us the hot goss.
Yeah, what's
What's
up?
the tea?
Oh,
I heard
it's
that,
just,
I heard that Fern over there was talking shit about you.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's stuff like that, as well as one plant accusing another of using fertilizer to make itself grow better.
What the fuck? Whoa, holy
Yeah.
shit.
That some of the another one to say that some of the leaves are actually fake on another one.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh,
holy You can't just say that.
But yeah, it's just kind of like a classroom chatter gossip that's going on between these different plants as you walk
I
on
am
through.
living for it. Honestly, go off, besties.
Sounds of the crying continue to grow louder.
Okay.
One more d20.
Worse.
Oh,
Consider.
look at us
Consider
go.
worse.
A 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd say just okay.
Can I get a dexterity saving throw from everyone real quick?
Oh,
Great.
Oh.
Good.
Yikes. Do you need one? Also, am I
Eric, no.
in my armor right now? And I can't remember if heavy armor gives you disadvantage. I don't know if it. I don't.
Armor
think it
does not
gives
affect your
disadvantage.
dexterity saving throw.
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Shit.
Oh, we're in danger.
Oh,
We're
shit.
here on two
You weren't
separate
supposed to see
sides
We're
that.
not
of
in
the
danger.
scale.
My character, she was walking it, so hey, look at me go.
All our dexterities are not great.
So
Alright.
hold on. So like
you're
I
doing
keep
really
walking, I lose everybody, right?
No one
Whoa.
was above a 9 except for Palpatine.
We got an 8, a natural 20 for 23, a natural 1 for 3, a duality of man. We got a
Yeah.
9 and a 5. Okay. So,
It's
on this
funny
last...
because hold on. It's funny because Velveteen's just like, I'm just trying to get this crying kid. I'm not paying anyone attention or anything attention.
You just abandon
We
us in
all
the
just-
fucking depths. Like, okay,
we all
but
just
bestie.
fall behind you, like literally just.
Alright, you all are walking
Good
along
lord.
this path, and you can feel the floor just disappear out from underneath you all,
Oh, lovely.
and you begin falling down Uh. Okay, so everyone but Velveteen is going to be taking 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you
don't
fall
like
30
that.
feet down onto a floor below you. Within this space, you can see that there are a multitude of eyes staring at you all through the walls.
Can
Multiple suits of armor, spikes jutting out from this fine
Jesus.
floor, cobwebs covering everything. And you can see that within the center of it all is a boy that's maybe 13 or 14 years old.
My son?
Muddled, dark brown hair, very shaggy
Not my
look.
son. My son is clean.
There is just like some simple clothes, and he's just bent down onto the floor, crying and sobbing, as there is a shield around him, protecting him from two strange-looking beasts.
Nate,
Yeah,
as we were falling, can I have casted Featherfall on myself?
Featherfall.
Yeah.
Certainly you can do that, and you'll avoid taking any damage.
Okay.
Can't you use that on other people as well when you trigger that? Get the
I
reaction.
think because it's my innate race ability, I don't know if I can cast it on more than myself. I can check. 1 second. 'Cause if I can, I'll cast it on everyone.
I wonder
Alright,
if we're gonna have to
anyways.
fight something in this space.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I can. So I'm gonna cast it on everyone.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
so you all feel the floor give out from underneath you, but you gently float down into this wide area instead.
Oh.
The creatures that are surrounding the child have almost serpent-like bodies from the waist down, but more fleshy, I guess you can say. Some scales lining the body, but a worm-like attitude to them until you get to the torso where it is a hulking mass of muscle with two claws that stretch out from the arms, a stinger attached to the tail, and a mouth that is gaping with a sidewise kind of like look to it, multitudes of teeth chattering around. The body does
Make
not
it
have.
calm down.
It does not have just two eyes to it, but a multitude as spiders just kind of like all over the face, down through the forehead, past the jawline, looking around in each direction.
How far are we away from them?
You are. Well, now I can go ahead and move you to this space. And
What do you mean? We haven't seen this before.
Bestie, I thought we were done with your mind horrors.
Mind
No,
horrors.
you'll never escape that.
We'll never escape your nightmare creatures.
Nope, never.
Even I could have told you that.
But yeah, you can go
Yeah.
ahead and drop yourselves anywhere.
Oh, where are we dropping?
Where we drop
Oh,
them.
shit.
I drop in
at
the
least
orb?
like 30 or 40 feet
Damn.
away.
Hello, small child. It is I, a stranger.
It's I, Galen Morales.
I'd recommend not landing on the spikes, by the way.
Ow!
Uh,
Ow!
I land on top of the dragon.
Where am I?
I land in
Yourself.
the eye.
If you go to your like the the thing that has like your character sheet in it, and you pull it onto the battle mat, you will appear. Your token will appear.
Oh, okay. Let me use that again.
And we're like in our armor and stuff, right?
Yes, you're in whatever you would like as you get prepared. for
Oh,
battle.
whatever I would like.
And you can see the creatures as
I'm
they
in a
are
French mech
swarming.
outfit.
Hey, whoa. Hold on.
As the creatures are swarming around the child and a barrier between them, scratching and clawing and smacking, trying to pierce the veil through. They notice your presence as you come down to the floor. and you can hear them growl.
Hey,
Time to
Nate.
save the child. How about-
My character sheet white screen. Can you pull me in, please? It's not letting you do anything on my character sheet.
Oh,
You might wanna
Probably gonna
go out
want to
and
leave.
No, I'm
roll
gonna.
20
That's
and
what I
then
was
come
about
back.
to do. So can you pull me in while I?
Yeah, I
Thank
got you
you.
onto the map.
Thank you.
Okay, but
Gosh.
yeah, they begin to go ahead and charge at all of you immediately, hostile. Roll
God,
initiative.
a
Oh, good. Some you already
3.
have.
You moved us to his place and then told us to put our things down. Of course, we're gonna roll initiative.
yeah. You described like the sexiest creature ever to me, and I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna fight.
I'm so glad I didn't take a drink when you started talking.
What
that
have
was
you
all over
learned
my
better?
computer.
Yeah, you've learned
Oh.
better at this point because I'm gonna say something.
Oh, and while
Stupid.
it's getting ready, hey Q, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a fun.
Yo, we got
Cute.
a raider. We
Cute.
appreciate it.
Hi, Q. I love you.
That's scary.
Give you a shout out.
Okay, you know what?
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah, it is
whoa,
weekly
what?
normal popping over.
Whoa. Hold on. What, Brian? Huh? You not find these creatures sexy? Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you not want to kiss them on the mouth, Brian?
No,
just a little.
I don't want to get spiders in my mouth.
Becca, do you want the one on the left or right? I'm just
That's a
curious.
mental image I didn't need.
I'll take the one
I'm
on
not
the.
spider stored.
I'll take that one.
You'll take that one? Okay, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Good luck, gamers.
I like that we're
Look,
talking about
keep
it like
them
we can-
distracted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do them more than keep them distracted.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah?
wipe-
Oh,
I'm gonna
ooh.
wipe them up.
Yeah.
There's the fight.
I want to
music.
go home.
You are
Yo.
home, Aaron.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast friends on one of them, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you up?"
I'm gonna cast mouth kiss on the other one.
What would
I
you
mean,
do
I'm
if I was there now?
Yeah.
What would you be? What if we were there together? What if we were, in your mind palace and we were kissing, and
Yeah.
you were a weird snake spider creature, and I was an elf boy, and we were both gay.
Oh.
Its fucking face.
Oh, I forgot to do something. Shoot, I gotta add that. Fuck. I thought we weren't gonna do combat the first session back. Fuck.
When we were both,
Oh, you thought wrong.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
did thought wrong.
Yes, Nate.
So yeah, go ahead and Twister, you're first up.
What? Why am I first up? Like,
Because I rolled like shit.
honestly, kind of
Cringe.
cringe and homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead. Twister's gonna grab his holy symbol, and you feel everyone around Twister around him within 30 feet start feeling this kind of like whipped up wind coming from around him. And he is, and as like the wind starts picking up, it goes to about like 5-10 miles per hour before it, and there's this kind of like little bit of wind surrounding you. I am casting Beacon of Hope.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So I'm choosing everyone. And each target, everyone has advantage on wisdom saves and death saves, and they regain the max amount of HP from healing.
Hell yes.
And then Twister is going to move up about 10 feet, and that'll be it.
All right. That'll bring us to Galen.
What's the vibe? Great. Thank you, everyone, for your input on that matter.
The vibe seems
I
rancid.
think it's attack.
Okay, great. That's what that's that. Thank you. Okay, so that's.
I think
Is
it's-
this like sphere? Say if I dance around these spikes, not go through them, dance around them. Do I have line of sight on this like would I interface with this shield
Yeah.
thing that is around this boy? Yes, I would.
No, you'd be able to hit the creature.
Okay, great. I'm going to twin spell Chaos Bolt at the two boys
All right.
because I'm cool like that. Let's say this first one is gonna be shooting for this guy. Boom, boom, beep. That's a natural 1, so never mind. I'll kill myself.
Please don't.
Okay, I won't. And the other one is going for the other one. That's a 24 to hit.
All right, the 24 will hit.
Okay. One of the D8s, the ladder of the D8s. So it's gonna be poison damage, it looks like. Yeah. And it's gonna be 13 total points of damage. Not as impressive as the last time I did this.
That
Yeah.
last chaos bolt was so fucking good.
Yeah. But I will just
All right.
send them kind of like flickering out from me. And can I like make an Arcana check on this like orb? Can I see what its HP is at? That's a dumb question, but like how how holding up is this barrier as a current?
Go ahead and make a Arcana or Perception check. Try to get an idea.
It's
on
gonna be
how strong it
Arcana.
might be.
Yeah. No idea.
A natural 1.
How many natural ones have I rolled this session so far?
Quite a few.
The
Yeah.
curse lifted from Achaeus, but it had to go to someone else.
I'm sorry.
Stone,
Love.
what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I thought it was gonna be me since I've already rolled a nat one.
Yeah, I did just do like 2 almost in a row. That's all I'm gonna do. Are the things that are in this room actually in this room?
Yes.
Great.
Like there is a shattered desk right next to you as well.
That's what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna don't know how much movement I actually did. So nope, I'm gonna stay right there.
All right.
That's my turn.
Velveteen.
Okay, so first I'm gonna do an Arcana check on this sphere around this child. What does a 14 tell me?
It's fucked up that
With a
Mm,
14,
I'm sorry.
it's probably pretty strong. You don't really see a lot of cracks in it. So it's definitely
Okay.
been holding up.
Okay, well we're gonna do one more quick thing. Is this actually here? This eyeball thing?
Yes.
Fuck off, Nate. Fuck off. I love you, but fuck off. That's creepy. Okay, so first attack. You're gonna see Velveteen, just look upset and he's tired already because this dream is bullshit. You're gonna see him slowly reach for his gun, but then like no, he's gonna fuck that. And then you're gonna see him do one of these with his prosthetic arm, and the fingers immediately slide down. A little cannon opens up on the very top. And he's going to fire at the one on the left over here with his hand mortar. There's a 13 hit.
My
I believe I need
heavens.
to double check on how this hand mortar works too.
You should, because I was quickly adding it because again, didn't think we'd be in combat today.
All right. Let's see. They have to make a dexterity saving throw. The shield technically does as well, but it can't really.
Oh,
do
right.
that.
Hold on. So you're looking at that. I can just do this if it does hit. Yeah. Boom. I added things.
Well, they failed the saving throw, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna be taking the D8 fire damage.
Okay. So let me roll that 1d8. Hey, yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, no,
So-
it still needs to hit as well. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then
So
just
if
make the
anything-
saving throw after it hits.
Okay. I'm guessing it didn't hit.
No,
Or
unfortunately,
it
a 13
did?
doesn't hit. So instead, your round bounces off and is a dud. All right.
The
anything
21
else?
hit.
21 will hit though.
Okay, I will also be firing at the one I just like shot at and a dud just hit off of it. 9 points.
Okay.
And
I'll treat the saving throw before for this one. So yeah, that'll be 9 points off for that one.
but that'll be it for me. Well, yeah, that'll be it for me.
Alright. That gets us up to the creature's turns now.
Tell me more.
Yeah, they definitely have enough speed to them. Alright, they're gonna go ahead and roll up immediately.
Oh, interesting. What is he gonna do to me?
No, what he's gonna do? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if we were in each other's minds and
Yeah.
like, you know?
One
Oh,
of them's
hey,
gonna
baby.
roll up on
He's gonna
Velveteen.
gonna
The other's
unhinge
gonna
that
roll
jaw?
up on Galen.
Okay,
Okay, I'm okay with this.
I'm okay.
First up, they're both gonna go ahead and use their pincer attacks.
Hot.
Okay,
Or
that
I
is
hardly
a
know her.
13 on Velveteen
That's a miss.
and a natural 20 on Galen.
You know, either the 13 would have hit me too, so I would have preferred that one. But you know, no, go off.
You
Give me-
take 20. You take. Oh boy, I need to remember now.
Either you just said 4D or 40.
You need to take 21 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are immediately grappled as it grabs you within the pincer and lifts you up off the ground.
Hey, Twister. Hey, Twister. Thank you for
Hi,
casting.
oh my goodness.
Thank you for casting Featherfall because I have 12 hit points left as of right now.
Oh! Ah!
Okay, cool.
Love
So
Featherfall in this
Next up
household.
is their second of 3 attacks.
gimme.
They're gonna go ahead and try to.
I presume it's
pierce
at advantage
you.
because they are holding me.
No, that's not how grapple works. Thankfully for you.
I'll let it be. No, I won't.
All right, they're gonna go ahead and take their the stingers from the tips of their tails and to try to jab the two of you. That's again a 13 on Velveteen, and a 14 on Galen.
Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. My AC's 13. Classically, yeah.
Galen.
Yeah.
You go down
Thank you.
as you are stung by this creature. It pierces through this remnants of your stomach, and you can see, everyone can see now with these blows that at least Galen seems to have a more
I'm not dreaming.
ephemeral or ethereal kind of form to them. They are not
Yep.
as corporeal as all of you, but Galen still kind of like just begins to droop down in the claws of this creature. And now they're doing
Okay.
their claw attacks.
Give me.
A 19 on Velveteen.
Yeah, that hits.
You'll take 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
And a 12 on Galen.
That misses. Is it at advantage because I'm
That is an
down?
advantage too.
Wow, that's very unfortunate for them.
Lila.
Hello.
I got Galen.
I'll just leave. It's okay.
How close can I get to people? Okay. So I would want to go there so I can attack that thing, right? Does that sound like make my head
Yeah.
feel like I'm making sense here. Thank you.
You're valid.
Okay, my brain is mush. Alright, moving there. I'm gonna attack this thing with battle axe. Can I go cry now? That's my second that one.
You,
We're not doing well this session.
if you
Oh,
move
wow.
up here, you'll have advantage.
I will have advantage usually. Plus 20. Yeah, that would be 30, so I can do that. I still had to do that, Nate, since I've already moved.
If you have a second attack, yeah, you can still.
You do have a.
We're 5th level. We should have extra attack.
Barbarian.
No.
Extra attack, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So I can move there, finish my movement, and then attack again, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh my god,
that-
thank
I'm
you.
glad you
Dude.
moved. I'm glad you moved. What the fuck, though? Hello?
Why
What did
are
you
the
do to roll
type heating
20?
you?
Another natural. Okay, but you got the 24 for flanking
Are
advantage.
you
I take it.
okay?
Okay.
Mentally
yeah,
or physically?
Yes.
Okay, you're
No.
able to hit with that at least.
Alright.
All right,
I
let's see
have
the damage.
something.
8 slashing damage. Okay. All right, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I can't really do much.
Okay. Achaeus.
Alright, I'm gonna take this quite roundabout way to avoid getting in this one creature's melee range and get attack of opportunity and get right up next to this other guy here.
Go.
I am assuming that I already. Is it safe to assume that I already like summoned my scythe, or do I have to do that? 'Cause that's an action.
Roll a d20. 10 or higher, you have it out already.
You got this, bestie.
Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
don't. It's okay. You got him next time, bestie. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll get him next time.
I'm gonna
Look
die
at
on
him
the floor
next
here.
time.
No, we'll get you. We'll get you up. We got you.
Yeah.
So
with
that's
the 6.
an action. I'm trying to look at spells that I have that are bonus actions real quick.
Probably none.
Anything? That's not. I do have
Healing word.
at least one. Don't have healing word. I do have at least one spell that is a bonus action. Sure. You know what? I'll use hex on it. I'll hex it.
All right.
And can I just yell at it?
Be
like, "Hey!" Pay attention to me.
Hey,
Try to get
pussy,
its attention.
look at me.
A rattling
Summon my
noise.
scythe. And try to get its attention and keep its attention on me.
A rattling noise from its throat before it goes. I see you. Pray.
Ew.
Yikes. Anyways, that's my turn.
I have a way.
And now we're at Twister.
I have a way to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and run. Oh, I hope I have just enough movement, besties. I'm gonna run up next to Galen. Bonus action healing word at 2nd level.
Ooh.
You gain max amount of hit points, so that is. Here's healing word.
So,
2d4 plus 4, so that's 12. So you're
Hey.
at 12. And then Twister is going to, with his gauntleted hand, it just starts sparking. And he just tries to shove it at the creature. He's using Shocking Grasp.
nice. Oh yeah.
23.
23 will definitely hit.
7 points of lightning damage. And it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So Galen can get out of there.
And speaking of whom,
Galen, a smart man. I will stand. Am I still held in its arms, or did it let go
Yes.
of me? Okay, so I'm still grappled.
Oh. Well,
Yes.
yeah, you're still grappled.
Okay, lovely. Is it a full like action to break out of a grapple here, or is it
Yes.
like a okay? And would I, if I were to attack it, would I be at disadvantage?
No, with a grapple, the only real thing is that
I can't
you
move.
don't. Yeah,
Okay. Well, then I'm going to bonus action cast Adine's Furious Fist at 3rd level, and then I'm gonna punch it.
Alright, let's go ahead and see this Furious Fist.
Okay. Well, it didn't do the upper cast of it, but I will roll the rest of it. What is it? An extra 4d10.
It fails to save as well, by the way.
Incredible. So it gets pushed away from me.
What direction are you pushing it? I'm assuming into the desk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more complicated if I tried to get it to, fling around. That's gonna be another 17 points of damage on top with that other 5, so a total of 22 points of damage.
Yeah, 22.
And then, did I fall prone when if I was still grappled? I assume he wasn't holding me on the ground, so I assume I was kind of up anyway. Do I have to
Yeah,
spend my
you pretty
movement
much-
too?
You essentially go ahead and just launch this arcane punch into this creature's face, and from the shock of it, it's lets go of you, and you pretty much just fall onto your feet and watch it crash into the desk on the other side.
Okay, well,
Lift its body back up and just roar.
cool.
Isn't it like, is it 15 feet because it's
Yeah.
3rd level?
So it'd be back here.
Yeah, this increases it by 5 feet for each spell slot above first.
Yeah. There. Okay.
So, then I will go elsewhere. Appreciate
you
it.
want the
Thanks.
squishy boy to be in the
Hey.
middle of the melee?
No, he loves to be in melee, but he's gonna die. That's it. My entire turn.
All right, Velveteen.
That's me. I'll look towards this creature. I will ready my gun. I will start walking past it. I will move here. I will look towards Lila. Take care of this one. Yeah, I imagine it gets an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it will. It'll try to use the pincer to grab onto you.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That one does hit.
Okay. You'll take 7 points of damage, and you become grappled in its claw as you try to walk away.
Hot. Likes you.
Could I get away this turn, or would I have to wait till next
It's
turn?
an action to try to escape.
Okay, what would I have to roll to try to escape?
You'd have to make either an acrobatics or athletics check. Wow, another
What
natural
the
one.
fuck?
Cool. Can I
Yep.
still use an extra attack?
You used your action to try to break free, so no.
Okay, cool. Then I will just vibe here.
You vibing.
You don't have to vibe for too long, possibly.
Oh my gosh.
Because then you'll die.
You can see now each of these creatures begin to go ahead and have a bit of a glow to them and just bring their tails up and make them have a rattling sound. You can see the eyes bulging out of the walls begin to glow as well. Velveteen and Achaeus. I need you both to make charisma saving throws. As you can see, the creatures begin to turn into a bit of a mist and try to make their way inside you.
Oh.
Oh, ask first.
Fam, there's already like I'm sorry, there's no room at the inn.
Yeah, no.
Like,
These
we
are
already-
occupied
Yeah.
already. Occupied.
Enjoy,
Yeah,
enjoy
this
the
is
self-hatred,
occupied.
gamers. Enjoy the self-hatred and loathing and despair in the brain.
Oh. Hey, look at that.
Go ahead, come
Oh.
on in. Come on in. Enjoy this shit.
Alright.
Caleb's gonna
Enjoy
get
it.
shot. Caleb's just gonna get shot.
Achaeus is safe, but let's move you down here just for safety's sake. The other one disappears as the mist of its form wraps around wraps around the Velveteen and merges in with his presence. Velveteen is now possessed by the creature.
fun.
But
will
that's
I
their
have,
turn. That's their action.
Hold on. Will I have control of myself?
No.
Will you have control of me?
Yes.
Will you do the voice?
I don't know if you do that much speaking.
Will you do the voice, Nate? Because
We'll
I
see.
talk while I'm
We'll
in
tr-
combat, Nate. Will you do the voice? Answer the
Lila,
question,
it's your
Nate.
turn.
Hold on.
I'll do the voice. I don't know how to do. I can't do it. Oh god, I suck at accents.
It's okay, Nate. You got this. I believe in you.
Lila.
If I were to attack Velveteen, that would hurt Velveteen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
you're right.
canonically, off screen, we have been building a relationship, so
I know.
Oh,
let that
what?
quarrel
Oh, wow.
you.
Kissing? You guys kiss him and not tell him?
I mean, to be fair, you might also not know that they're possessed.
It happened
It-
literally. I think,
Yeah,
right
It's
it's
about to
right
Yeah,
in front
it
of me.
literally
You
just
saw a
happened right in
creature
front of
crawl
Ah.
inside of me via smoke. I didn't inhale them like a vape pen, Brian.
Like, I was fucking tricks with that cotton, dude.
I'm not like, ooh, snake flavored.
Ooh,
So if I do non-lethal damage, can I try and like get it out of him without like
Yeah, you can try 9 lethal damage.
Beat the shit out of me.
just beat the shit out of you without actually trying to kill you? Get out of my friend!
There's gonna be aggression there. Get out of my friend! You didn't like the pasta I made last week. Velveteen's in there like, what the fuck do you mean?
I'll also go ahead and just kind of like post in our thing, what this thing looks like.
Ooh. Send a hot selfie.
I should probably move forward 5 feet so that I'm actually
Ooh.
right next to you.
Ooh.
And then,
Let's take a look at
Ew.
this.
but I didn't roll on that one.
Yo, let's go.
What did
Let's
they
say
roll?
12 hit Velveteen.
No.
Damn it.
Alright.
If you gamers want to know if you're gonna be ganging up on me, it's a 16 to hit.
It's a 69
Extra
hit, but-
attack.
Certainly.
Okay. Try again. There
That
you go.
hits.
That one hit.
Hey.
And then what can I
See that
damage?
damage?
12.
Ooh.
12 slashing damage into Velveteen's body. Velveteen, you are able to notice, like, experience everything and see it all happen. You just have no control over yourself right now. It is as if you become a puppet to another's will.
Can I hear the voice within my own head? If there is a voice in my head currently.
If we get to your turn in time.
Oh,
Okay.
worm. Worm?
Oh, worm? Okay.
A worm?
Go ahead and kill me, besties. Set
Stop
this
that.
wheel in motion.
Stop that.
Will that be the end of Lila's turn?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Oh, the other creature would have stood up, by the way, on the desk.
Oh, that's good.
Caius.
Let's fight. Let's dance, motherfucker. Where is my scythe? There you are. Haha. Roll 1. Yes. Roll 2. Hit? Question mark.
Alright, 13 miss, but the 17 hits. Just roll up on this. Oh, you also have the hex damage too.
Yeah, I thought I clicked that and I didn't. So 1d6 necrotic. 15.
Okay, you roll up on this creature as it's getting itself back up and going back into its more corporeal form of itself. And as it does, you just roll up, slice down, hit the desk, but turn around the scythe around and slice right at its chest instead. The crab-like hands along the torso reel in pain as it's going to be getting ready to go ahead and strike its claws onto you. Would that be in as your turn?
Yeah, fucking bring it on.
Twister.
Okay. blue-green energy will emanate out of Twister's gauntlet as a small beam of light radiates forth. He is casting Guiding Bolt at the creature at first level.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't have Guiding Bolt prepared.
Oh, rip.
Woo! What do I have prepared?
Anti-possession spell.
Oh man, I wish.
A cross. in
Is
Jesus
possession
Christ's
a
help.
magical effect?
I really.
You
I'm
can
not sure.
you can think about this question, but I'm gonna ask you it when it hits my turn. That's a threat.
I have a question. Did it look like necrotic damage did a good amount of damage?
It doesn't seem like it was stopped at all.
Okay. Then I'm gonna action Toll the Dead.
Oh, be dead.
I really
Holy
want to have a
dead.
one-on-one conversation with this creature in my own mind.
All right, it makes a save.
Oh fuck. All right. Then let's go. First level healing word at Galen.
Oh. Hello.
So
That's
another
nice,
8.
right? Okay. Lovely.
It is, by the way, possession's not a magical
Fuck.
thing.
Thank you, Nate.
All right.
And
Was
I'll
that
say where I'm
Twister's?
at. Yeah, that's it.
Galen.
So hitting possessed Velveteen didn't seem to like yeet the creature out.
Not immediately,
Yes.
at least.
Huh. Can I like? Do I know anything about like any kind of possessions or anything, and would know anything that would yeet a thing out of a person?
Roll Arcana.
Oh, Galen, I'm begging you not to be a dipshit. Galen.
God!
We really are just rolling all the nat ones.
one.
That is the 7th nat 1 since the beginning of the session.
Okay. Galen is dumb. Heard. Love that. For my little lad. So do I just fucking kill Velveteen? I mean,
You don't have to. You could. You don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to have to, but I also don't want you to shoot me. And I'm scared that you will. So I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on not Velveteen, but the being inside Velveteen, which I guess is Velveteen.
Yeah, it's still gonna be on Velveteen.
Yeah.
What do I gotta roll? A wisdom save?
Yes.
Alright.
That's a
Okay.
failure.
And then you have to spend your reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows from me.
Nate, that's up to you if you want them if
Okay.
they move or not.
I mean, you have
Alright.
to move.
Well, I mean-
And- oh yeah, we also have to take your damage of the 8 here.
No, I know.
I'll go ahead and take that off now.
And then does
Oh.
that would that give
1, 2.
Lila an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, bestie, but you're gonna get murdered. doesn't
that
hit you.
misses.
Damn.
it.
Yeah. Lila goes ahead, makes the swing after this Velveteen has to run out of like strange fear all of a sudden.
I don't like that we're kind of in a cone right here, so I don't know if it can do any cone related anythings, but I will move to here.
Okay.
That's me.
Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes.
Alright. Velveteen.
It's okay,
Within during this time, you've just been able to hear within. Get ready to watch your friends die.
Can I
With this one.
respond?
Yeah, you can go ahead and respond.
Oh, I can respond? Okay.
Only in your head, of course.
No, of course. A worthless worm. Oh, you've taken control of this body for how long? And how much have you been worked over already? Because it's curious because you may take over this body, but this mine, Win, this is my house, and the voices I hear are so much worse. The screaming, so much worse. If I die today and you take that from me, do you think that concerns me? I know where I'm going. And if I have to drag you with me, then so goddamn be it.
Oh my god.
What's up? Johnny, I can't romance another one of your characters.
Okay.
I mean, I can, but, you know. I can.
Hypothetically, just throw it out there.
What you doing there, buddy?
Could
What's
I
up?
struggle my hardest to take control of any of my appendages?
No. You are fully
Wait,
under its control.
whoa, hold on though. They can't control my arm because that's not a part of my appendage, so they can't use my other arm because
It's part of your body, fam.
It is counted as part of your body.
Yeah,
Alright.
if you have control over it, a creature that is in control of your body would have the same control that you have over the thing.
So Lila's probably gonna get hand mortared, and Galen's also in range to get shot. So sorry, besties.
Damn.
No, actually,
also-
what's gonna go on?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Nate says.
Lining up. It's gonna go. Velveteen pulls out his pistol, aims it at Lila in a way that would also go to Twister, and it's gonna expend a grit point to do a
Using
piercing shot.
Oh, Nate, I wanted to do that first.
Like, using your own grit against you, wow.
Those are
Oh
gonna hit.
wow! I think both of these hit, by the way.
Both of them hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
So cool. Why am I so
Damn.
cool but bad? Someone kill me, please. Take the shot, Piglet.
That's what's
Pull the
happening.
trigger, Piglet.
If anyone's gonna take the shot, let it be a Chaos. Let them feel something outside
Technically,
of
the
their
second
family.
shot would be like
Let them
14 or
feel
16,
something.
actually, because the second
What
one's
is
at
because
disadvantage.
it's at disadvantage? Is it at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
What's wrong?
Then
I
they'll
can hear that.
raise beyond you as Lila goes ahead and takes 9 points of damage.
Oh, I take 9 more damage. Okay.
Okay, next shot can only be against Lila.
Did you say the? Oh, this one.
That'll hit it. That'll hit you as well.
Okay.
I would just like to say it has to reload after this shot.
Bonus action reload.
I just wanted to say.
I can do that.
Nice.
I believe so.
Am I like mentally taking notes as like you guys are getting shot? I'm like, oh, I can do what now?
Oh wow, this thing
Well,
will
I
reload
know I
really
need-
fast.
now I need to
Fuck.
double check.
I know you
Wait.
at some point get bonus action reload.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I just
spend
don't
an
remember
attack or an
when.
action.
Well, wait, hold on. How many shots until it reloads? By the way,
4.
that would
So-
only be the third
No,
shot.
no.
And that
it's
is going
not.
to
You shot
action,
in your turn.
action surge, and it's going to use the
Oh.
last 2 of these shots to go ahead.
Man,
and
could you stop using all my abilities? All right. What next? Second wind, huh? You gonna use that, huh? You
yeah,
jerk.
actually. Oh,
Yeah,
that's not a
actually.
natural 20.
What the fuck?
All right, so that's going to be another 22. So
This is at me,
God.
right?
that's a total of 35 damage against Lila from all of these attacks.
Wait, 35.
God,
from
I'm
where you were
so
originally.
Cool, but I'm not doing anything. I do
in
believe.
this entire turn.
Yeah.
I do believe if I am firing at Lila, I would be upset, but I would still talk and say things to them.
Oh, what the? I can't count.
Yeah, and
I
then
have
you're gonna use bonus action for second wind.
Second wind's not a bonus action. You just do it, right?
No, it is bonus action.
Yeah, you just do it.
What
Yeah.
next? Are they gonna leave me their name and information if I could reach them later
I'm
on?
in danger.
All right. Yep. Velveteen only gets back 7 health from it at
Oh.
least.
No. Oh right,
shit.
you're doing this. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. And that's the end of Velveteen's turn. Just
Yeah.
pumped Lila full of lead.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
I'm still up though.
Yep. And now it is the creature that's still up's turn. Gonna go ahead and make a pincer. Gonna start things off with
How
a
you
pincer
doing?
attack. reaching down, that's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
You'll take 8 bludgeoning damage as you are grappled and brought up to eye level with this creature holding on to you. The tail snakes around and is gonna jab at you now.
Hot.
An 11 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, you take your head to the side and watch it whiz by. Reel back, pull your head back, and see the claws from the other side go ahead and start swinging at you. A 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And as you are grappled within one set of claws, the others beat right into your face, and you'll take 12 points of damage from it.
So how much damage was that all overall?
20.
Nope. Stone, that's not how math works, please. Ooh, yikes.
I will feast on your dreams forever. Your nightmares have been delicious, you know that, right?
Fuck off.
Lila.
I'm in danger.
I can heal you.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I can.
I'll probably move back. I don't want to get too close to that one, but I also want to move further back from Velveteen. Like, honey, I love you, but no, not happening.
To be fair, he's a ranged.
I know, so
player.
I'm
He's
trying to
gonna
figure
hit
out
you from
where's
anywhere.
the safest place I can go.
Yeah. Let's just say hypothetically, when you were talking with Velveteen, you know, he had a very long range on his guns. Let's say like
I know.
60-ish feet on one and
I wonder
like
if you could hide behind the
60-ish feet on the other.
That's like all the way back there.
I wonder if you could hide behind the shield.
You guys are really lucky I didn't take the rifle that I had at like 200 feet, by the way.
Yeah, can we hide behind that shield and like?
You can try to.
All right, yeah. I'll move to right behind the shield, like right there. Is that still within your range?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Just within range.
this
Okay.
character wouldn't shoot a kid. Maybe.
Remember, you're possessed. You have no control of it.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so I'll go there.
I have to do something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Lila, give yourself 20 more health.
Oh?
Because while possessed, possessed Velveteen can't use the class features. So
Well, I'm not in
action
as much
surge never happened.
Hmm.
I'm not in as much danger.
Way to
So
be
you
bad
can-
at way to be bad at being me, fucking loser.
Hey, so that might totally change what you're going to do.
Not 20, 14, subtract 6. I'm sorry about this bad math here.
You're fine.
You're good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could they
yeah,
use my scythe then? Or could they just, since it was already summoned, if I was possessed, would they be able to use it?
Oh,
Sorry,
they
yeah.
can use
Oh.
their sights still.
Yeah, it's already out. You could get rid of it if it was trying to possess you, or if
Wait,
while it
sorry.
was while it was trying to possess you, you probably could have got rid of it.
I was
Wow,
there.
why couldn't they possess Galen? Because then nothing would be able to happen.
Alright, I'm gonna move back to where I was then, because that changes what I want to do. I'll probably try and get closer to Velveteen. Try to knock some more of that shit out of him.
All right.
Knock some sense into the fuck.
You can
Dude,
knock,
yeah, knock some sense in the fuckway.
if you hit me twice and do enough damage, you'll knock me down.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing?
You're all right. Possessed a little bit.
Yeah, you know.
It happens.
Fuck.
Well,
Oh, a 9's not gonna hit.
Just get a nat 20. You got this.
God, I
yeah,
fucking
just do that.
Just do it. Easy.
See, you did it.
Almost.
Well,
Oh,
I
You
mean,
did it.
hope. Close enough. It works.
yeah, 24 will hit. 11
11.
damage.
let's go good amount of damage.
Hey, there you go.
That's not bad
Velveteen's pretty
damage.
close. Very wounded right now.
It's fine.
How does it feel to fight this face? I look forward to this duel even more. Velveteen, you can hear a voice cry out from Velveteen, the mouth unmoving. I'm sorry. I tried to start off doing the.
No, that's not what I'm.
doing
No,
the
I'm not
accent.
shaking my head at that. I'm shaking my head that it's like shit talking. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
cringe,
honey.
bestie.
Honey, I'm kicking your ass. No.
Yeah.
Will that be the end of your turn, though, Lila?
Yeah.
Okay, Achaeus.
I am going to. I don't know. This is a little bit of a. How is it? How is the one I'm fighting looking?
It's dripping a lot of thicker right now. It doesn't look to be in the greatest of shapes.
I'm gonna dismiss my scythe, which is
Okay.
no action. It's just I can just do it, and then I'm gonna use one of my favorite spells, inflict wounds. I miss inflict wounds.
Oh,
I was gonna do that.
yeah,
Damn it.
12 unfortunately
Hero
misses.
points. You have hero points.
I'm gonna use hero point.
Oh yeah, we have hero.
I would
points.
also want to cast it at 3rd level, but didn't prompt me to give a level.
That's weird.
Weird. Yeah, I'm gonna use hero point.
He's
16?
16, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That just hits.
Oh, here's the level. Here's where it prompts me to use the level.
Oh.
Oh, and I was gonna use a bonus action thing beforehand. Damn it, I'm stupid.
Well, that's my initiative tracker, so it's going to the wayside. As you reach down, this thing grappling into your body, the claws pinching down tightly, and you get rid of your scythe and then slam it with this powerful necrotic energy that ripples throughout the body, and you can just watch it dissolve into nothingness. A hissing sound like boiling crab is all that is heard.
Hot.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to place Hex on Velveteen, I guess.
Do it,
Alright.
gamers. Give him
Oh
that
yeah,
sweet
what ability
release.
check do you want to have my disadvantage on?
Yeah, don't whatever. Constitution. It's a +6.
Man, what are we gonna make?
I was gonna say con anyways, but okay.
Okay. And I assume that's it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Twister.
Let's run up here. I'm gonna action cast Toll the Dead on Velveteen.
Question: do I see this happening? Do I have the ability to see this happening?
You can see it from your own eyes, but
Okay.
you can't do anything.
No. I'm okay with this. Can I say something as they're doing Toll the Dead?
It would only be within your mind.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Wait, do you want me to roll a wisdom save first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, RIP.
Oh my god,
That's 21 damage.
Yeah,
Uh,
21 points of necrotic.
Shit.
As I see this happening in my own mind, I'm just gonna laugh. Oh, taking possession of a person who wants to die. It's like dropping an ice cream and still wanting it afterwards. Just disgusting.
And then you die.
Yeah, and then I die.
And then you
And
get knocked
then
unconscious.
Velveteen falls unconscious. I don't know why I did -0 on you. There you go.
Wait, what about the 21? Am I just like no death saving throws or anything?
Was that lethal damage?
Well, it won't matter anyway.
Well, if it's non-lethal, then there's no death saves.
It won't matter anyway. Bonus action healing word on Velveteen.
Oh yeah, you use a cantrip. Okay.
I use cantrip besties. Second. Do I want to, or do I want to do mass? No, we'll just do regular healing word at second level. So you gain 12 hit points.
Alright, so Velveteen, you had a hectic ride right there as you just felt the pain through your head and your body falls down, and as it goes down, the healing word goes off and you are back awake, in control of your own body. The creature shunted out of you and standing over you, looming and looking through Lila and to Twister, Galen, scanning the whole room.
Question. I went down. Is Hex still on me?
Yes.
Okay, it's fine.
I do have a question about Hex real quick. Can I bonus action move it on my turn? Because
Yeah.
the creature fell to 0 points. Okay.
Okay, good.
But it has to be my turn, so.
Hi.
Galen?
It's me now. Yeah. Velveteen's on the fucking floor.
Yes.
Great, just where I want him. A bonus action, casting Shadow Blade, and then action, I'm gonna throw Shadow Blade at the creature that is behind it.
Alright.
15 hit.
15 will not hit. It just misses.
That's cringe.
That's rude.
Well,
Alright. You try
I
to
was like,
throw the
eh.
blade. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's just like
Okay. Alright, you try to throw the blade and it goes over Velveteen's body, but the creature moves itself away. So the blade just kind of like goes off beyond. Anything else for your turn?
no, that was everything. I'm not moving. I'm content.
Velveteen.
Oh, I'm getting back up. That's no question.
You'll hear in the back. You'll hear like a few feet back. Sorry, Velveteen.
I'm like looking around at everyone who beat my ass. I appreciate
I didn't.
it. No, yeah. Feels my body's like weird. It feels like I've been cursed and or hexed.
Hey, you feel a little sickly all of a sudden.
So
Yeah.
me getting up is just my movement, right?
It's half your movement.
Okay, so I can still just like, if I wanted to, hit this thing twice. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do that. Hiya.
Okay.
Swinging around, holding your greatsword out to one motion. A 9's gonna miss.
Hiya.
23 will hit though.
Yeah, little bitch.
Gosh.
Yeah, no. What was second
Alright.
one? Was second one I can just do, or is that a bonus
It's
action?
a bonus action.
Okay. I have a feeling it might not possess me again. But also... I can use these my bonus action, right?
Use what?
Bonus action or no?
Your second win, yeah, that's bonus action.
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't know if the second attack or whatever. Yeah, okay. What do I roll for second win?
1d10 plus your character level.
Oh, okay. So 1d10 plus 5. Okay, got it. Haha, 13. We're at 25.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
I actually wait a second here. From any healing, you gain 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
so
gain max.
You gain max.
Alright, that's
Okay.
good.
kind of affected how much. Because didn't it? No, wait, it didn't use second wind for because it can't use claws.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. Never
But
mind.
if it had, it would have also gained the max.
Yeah. That's what I was asking, but no.
Okay. It's the creature's turn now. It can go. What is the
Okay.
creature gonna do?
Which of you two doesn't want to go for? It turns to you, Velveteen. You filled with so much fuel. The dreaming dark would love to meet you more. As it's going to go ahead and try to just utterly destroy you.
Oh.
Oh.
God. Okay.
How is it gonna do that, Nate? I'm curious.
Yeah, describe it slower, please.
Yeah.
Alright, first it's going to swing at you with its pincer. That's only a
Hot.
13 to hit. Then it's going to jab at you with its stinger. That's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. You'll take 19 points of damage,
Uh-huh.
and you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
At advantage.
Because of beacon of hope.
Okay.
Love to
You're
see it.
able to succeed, and you do not become afraid of it.
Okay, that's good.
And that's a natural 1 on the claws.
Oh.
What a
Fuck
coward.
no.
Finish the job next time.
Jesus.
A dark will grab that child of destiny will be ours. Lila?
Okay. No, this is not cooperating right now. It's already within my range, so I don't need to move
Yes.
the 5 feet. I'm gonna swing at it.
25 will hit. Alright, 10 slashing damage. Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna swing at it again.
There
Natural
it
20.
is.
As a reminder,
Love
you
this
do
game.
have Divine Smite on hand. And with a natural
do.
20, you also doubled that damage.
I do have Divine Smite.
You want to use a first level or second level slot?
Sure.
Okay, 2d6 at first level, 3d6 at second, I believe.
Isn't it 3d8?
3d8? Oh yeah, d8, not
Or
d6.
d8. Yeah.
Sorry, I was giving you less damage, dude. Okay,
So what
that's
am I
gonna be
rolling?
12.
3d8?
Yeah, 3d8. So if you're doing a second level spell.
Yeah, might as well.
And then doubled that.
How would you like to do this?
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'll just swing my axe from the side so that it just impales it in the side hard enough that like it goes in pretty far.
Alright. You swing your axe one time and slice over its chest and already do some heavy damage. And the creature goes ahead and it's kind of like takes its tail's pincer and goes to try to jab at you, but you duck out of the way and slam your battle axe right into the center of it and explode a divine smite, letting your axe propel even further and slice this creature clean in half. An explosion of divine energy in the core. A bit of like a Power Rangers style explosion kill of the enemy here, as you do this like spin because of the centrifugal force. Go ahead and just have the thing dissolve with the explosion behind you. Now we find ourselves out of combat.
I'll head over to Velveteen and I'll cast Cure Wounds. At
Or you can. I'm already walking towards the sphere.
too
so
bad.
you-
Doing it.
No, I'm saying you can still do it.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need to, walk over to the area we were at.
So you gain 12 hit points.
Much- Go ahead.
The kid was sobbing, so I assume they're conscious.
Yeah, he's still just kind of like bunched up and crying to himself within.
Hey.
Can
Hello, child. The creatures are gone.
can knock on the shield.
Maybe, hold on. We need to be trying to be a little more, it's a child still. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Hence why I said child when I spoke.
No, but they went through a potential traumatic experience. You need to ease into it just a little bit.
I know how to talk to children. I have a child.
I'm just saying, okay.
This child just watched me cut a thing in half.
I don't think it was. They were
No,
watching
they weren't
anything.
watching.
You do hear the kid. See the kid kind of like take their hands away from their head and look up to all of you.
Wow.
Who are you? Are you
Galen
also
will
here to get me?
Galen
Are you
will
with the monsters?
approach him. I'm Galen, and no, we are not with the monsters. I promise you that.
Eyes kind of like go back and forth between all of you. You can see a heavy amount of fear within the kid's eyes. They won't stop. They just keep coming. Please. Please save me. Please. Please, someone save me.
Can I put my hand on this bubbly spear?
Certainly. It is cool to the touch. It is not... you feel a slight tingling, but not like a horrific electrical surge, but something more calming and soothing.
Hmm.
How can
We
protect you?
These things, please. You can find me. And it's cut off as the child just disappears.
Okay.
Oh.
The shield dissolving at the same time. And you can feel a rumbling as the whole area begins to shake. Galen, your form begins to start fading away as well.
Oh. All right. Well, I suppose I'll see you in real life. Bye.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
But
I don't know if
Galen-
it's a thing you have to get back to your rooms.
Galen, you're gnome. You're gone and back within
And I'm
the
dead.
within the detective offices, and you can feel your body holding on to some of the same injuries that you were just holding on to. You don't see the marks, but you definitely feel a soreness and stiffness around you.
Okay.
Back
So-
within... Sorry, go ahead.
Just a question I want to ask you. You could call me now familiar with this kid, right?
You did not get a
Okay.
name.
It's a creature I'm familiar with. It doesn't say I need another name.
Fair. Then yes, you'd be able to.
Okay. I'm not gonna right now. I just wanted to, make sure.
And back within the other room, the space crumbling around. Doorways open next to each of you, leading into light and outside.
I guess we step through.
Can I I want to wait to see I'm gonna wait at the edge of the door to see if anything happens before I step in.
Okay.
You said what? It's everything's crumbling around us? Question mark.
Yes, the whole area is beginning to crumble.
Okay, I'm gonna wait just a little bit till just to see what happens, and then before, I don't know, I get trapped or die in this dreamscape, I'll step through, but I just want to see if anything happens. I'm curious.
And Velveteen and Lila, are you also just going through the doors, or are you sticking around?
I'll go through the doors.
I'm curious. I'll wait as long as possible.
So Lila steps on through, and you wake up in your bed, sore and feeling the pain of the battle, but having none of the physical ailments. Twister, as you go ahead and step on through, you hear another door open, and you turn back and can see weathered and wearied, horrifically, very malnourished. You can see a familiar face step through a door, match eyes with you. You are. What are you doing here?
Dad?
You do indeed see your father's image.
Where's the door at?
It is alongside one of the walls, replacing where a desk was. The walls are continuing to crumble around. The ceiling is giving way, but the rubble never reaches down. Instead, during the space, those who are remaining can see above as this mansion dissipates. What remains above you and around you is a dark landmass. Flat grounds filled with tornadoes and howling winds. Above, violent storms spewing dark lightning all bounce the space around. Floating and flying through are hundreds, maybe thousands of strange creatures you've never seen before, as the whole mansion begins to just destroy itself outwards.
Where's my dad at? Like, how far away is he?
About 30 feet away.
I'm gonna run up to him. Dad, is this really you? Can I like touch him?
You do, and like he kind of like goes ahead and kind of like also puts his hands on your face, pats you on the shoulder. You're not an illusion yourself.
No.
Did it happen? It didn't happen in Sharn too, did it?
No. No. Nothing happened in Sharn.
Sister, I just want to say, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We're gonna make it out. We're gonna get free. Sister,
Free from
so
what?
Sorry. This damned plane. This land of dreams and nightmares.
Can I, is my door still here?
Your door is still open, and you feel a tug trying to bring you in. The other two are sticking around and watching. You can feel the same tugs pulling them, trying to get them through the door.
Have you tried coming through my door?
That's not how that works. I am physical. You're a dream. I can't wake up through you.
Dad, listen to me. I'm going to save you. All right?
He just gives a weak hug to you. The last time you remember seeing him, he was a larger figure. his heavy training giving him like a great deal of muscle already, and you remember him being a more commanding presence, but however much time he spent here, he is much thinner. He is very gaunt, and his eyes are full of bags, wrinkles throughout his face from stress, scars marking a lot of the physical parts of his body. Trusty son.
I'm gonna, for the heck of it, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on him. He might not need it, but
You
19
can
hit
see,
points.
you can see some relief go to him. And you look at his face and see him. His face that seems to be a mix of so many emotions.
You're proud of me, right?
Of course I am.
Right. I'll come back for you, I promise.
And with that, you can no longer fight against the force pulling against you. And you are tugged with violence through your doorway, waking up in your body and feeling yourself as if you continue with that same momentum and just kind of like roll right off your bed. The pains
But
any pains and weariness you've had during the dream carrying over, nothing physical. The same for the other two who would have seen the landscape around as well as this meeting with Twister. Nothing physical on you, but you still feel ragged and bruised.
I'm gonna, as soon as I wake up, I'm just gonna run out the doorway, find Galen.
Galen is the second Galen woke up, it was like, okay, everyone's gonna need coffee this morning. Making coffee in our kitchen.
Just hear boom, 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 boom. Opens up the kitchen doorway. Galen, my dad's in the dream world.
Like, trapped that.
Trapped there.
Huh. Fascinating. I feel... We can get him. That's easy. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He's pretty emaciated, but
Fascinating then. That's the... We'll work on that.
okay. And Twister will grab some coffee.
Mm-hmm. So that was fun. I mean, we can cut away from that. I mean,
I'm assuming we're all kind of like,
I assume everyone's meandering to find each other.
yeah, we're all like going downstairs
Except
to get
for
coffee.
Espresso Depresso Boy. I get it.
Espresso depresso.
Am I
What?
wrong?
Let my character feel feelings, okay?
Feel feelings. We're on a new case, though.
Y'all feel stuff?
No.
No. That's the issue. Nate, I have a question.
Oh, what's up?
Could I go to work today?
That's up to you. But for now, after you all kind of like collect yourselves and kind of like reconvene wherever you are within this space, just a few moments later, you'll see Tresh enter within and just kind of like call to gather you all up.
What's up, Tresh?
Hey there, everybody. Yeah, got some word, a letter. We got we're gonna get a new case soon. Heck, people are gonna be coming here very, not too long now. Maybe it's just an hour. Well, paying case, so good luck with it, everybody. What
Okay.
the fuck happened to all of you? You all look pretty horrible.
We had a little party in the dream world.
You know, normal Tuesday type scenario.
Yes, with a quote-unquote child of prophecy and the monsters that were trying to fight it.
Hmm.
I thought it was Thursday.
Oh,
Jesus.
I see you're already on the case then.
Is it Thursday already?
Well, at least it is the same thing, because I was like, if we have to juggle two things at once, I might just cry. But I suppose I won't.
Do you
College
know?
our friends are gonna come by. They need you to stop the Dalcori from bringing nightmares into our world. So hey,
Right.
have fun. I need to go ahead and what am I kidding? I don't have any actual business right now. I'll lounge around here for now.
Thank you for being honest.
And
Hold on. When did we become, you know, dream hunters and we have to stop demons and other things from coming over this world? Why are these cases seemingly ramping up out of nowhere?
I mean, we discovered that there's, demon blood happening. Of course, the next step from demon blood is literal demons in front of us all the time. Yeah.
Just
y'all
saying.
getting better and more adjusted to the job. Might as well have you take on some of the load now that you're up for it.
Have you never fought demons before? It's a fun time.
I've never fought a demon.
I mean, what could we call those things we just fought in the
Oh,
dream
aberrations?
realm?
I'll describe it verbatim to Trash.
You explained the whole situation that happened.
Not like I was mostly just like what the monsters look like, but I'll explain like the orb and the kid and the orb.
Under the orb.
Yeah.
Under
Orb
the
kid.
orb.
No idea exactly what the kid is. Sounds like you're fighting against some Sakura quarry. They
Yes,
are...
my favorite thing. Could you the chalkboard that's right there.
That the dragon happened to leave behind.
The what?
The dragon.
The what?
Oh, our friend from yesterday left behind.
Yes.
Yeah, the creatures of nightmare that feast on fear. They love to go ahead and give people the thing that let people see the thing that they most do not want to see.
Right. Lovely.
That penmanship
Yeah.
you have is very nice. So can't wait for you to finish the word.
So I learned how to write with my right hand. Used to be
Ah.
left.
It was in the Twitch chat. There it is.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Sorry, I forgot to put it in both.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know of anyone that has gotten physically trapped in the dream realm?
Not per se, but it's definitely possible. People get trapped on the different planes all the time. Hell, there's people who here in Sharn just go ahead and vanish because they get trapped into the plane of air.
Oh.
We're right next to, right next to like a manifestation zone for that plane, so it makes sense. I mean, that's the only reason why this whole city works the way it is. You can climb those heights and those cloud towns work. They tap into that plane's energy.
Is there a way to get someone out of there that you know?
Find an opening and bring them through.
That's simple enough. Know of one?
Manifestation zone? Well, you can get unlucky and try Kyber. The underground tunnels, you might land up over there. I would not recommend it. They don't work out for me.
Mm.
Other than that, spells or getting lucky and finding the right space.
Do I know where Kyber is?
Um, for the lore of Eberron, the common creation myth is that there were 3 dragons who created who were like there before anything else. Kyber, Eberron, and Sybaris. Sybaris was killed by Kyber and became the sky, and then Eberron wrapped herself around Kyber to imprison them within. So Eberron is the land, and Kyber is the underneath, is the
Mm.
Underdark.
Oh, so it's Eberron's version of the Underdark. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is like we should get dressed because people are about to show up at our house?
Very well-paying individuals who don't really know the full
Like-
business we do. They just know that we are cheap. Or that we won't ask too many questions and we'll take on a lot of jobs.
What kind of are they? I just point up.
They're from out of town.
Great, lovely.
Okay.
Great.
Let me change out of my underwear then.
One more question. Does this say like family or this is just like
Another relation.
Interesting.
I'll go ahead and don my armor.
So, put cologne on. I'm gonna wash my face and re-gel my hair. Change into a different red suit.
Got a question, bestie. Friendo Nate.
Yeah.
Okay.
We technically have a long rest.
I mean, it was a long rest, but you also used up all your spell slots you've used during that encounter, and all your hit points are still down.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not getting exhaustion, but boy, you feel like you can go for another nap.
Mm.
Anywho, after you all get yourselves better prepared, you eventually hear a knock on the door, and Tresh goes ahead and opens it up. On the other side, you can see that there are 2 beautiful figures. One is, both of them seem to be human. One seems to be looks to be a man, the other a woman. The man has cropped silver hair, wearing a toga. Toga? Is that the thing the
Mhm.
women's wore?
Yeah, Toka.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Wearing
got
a toga with a golden sash going down from the shoulders to below the waist. The rings are covered in. Each finger is covered in rings of fine jewelry. There is a kind of like chain piercing that goes from the nose to a stud in the right ear. And there's like gold kind of like marks all throughout the face that seem to have been like some more kind of like a tattoo kind of deal, just these random bits all throughout, kind of like a gold dust. He is like also has like a very muscular build, and you can see like at the arms just kind of like rippling and look kind of like as thick as his head. The woman has silver hair as well, long and kind of like curled around the neck and down past the shoulder, continuing on. She is wearing a blue toga herself, with a silver sash that goes from shoulder down to the waist. She has 2 long hoop earrings from each ear, and she has gold dust tattoos that go down her arms all the way down herself. and they just kind of like make their way within. And Trash will go, well, here they are. Everyone ready for the next case? And we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and be done with tonight's session there.
Ooh.
Can't tempt me with hot boy.
Hell yeah.
Hope you all had fun today.
Mm-hmm.
And just for the start of things, just know I love you all.
What the fuck does that? Hey, love you too. What the fuck?
That's not
What does that mean, Nate?
Oh, that's just an
That's very-
apology for the start of things.
Oh, my
Oh.
start was fine.
Oh, I mean, imagine having to go through the full nightmare and not just having it cut off.
Oh my gosh.
Who's in my head?
Who knows?
Voices, obviously.
I mean, I knew that. That one's been there. It's like, but who else is here?
Well, technically, it wasn't a voice; it was a presence.
Yeah, presence.
So there was no voice being heard.
Yeah.
Yo,
No.
presence in your head, gang. What's up?
Yo, what's up? Yours at least talks to you and sounds creepy. Mine, I didn't know. I can't tell if it sounds creepy or whose voice it's got.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Dark Temptations in your dreams.
Ooh.
Wonder what would
Dark
have happened if I went the
Temptations.
other direction.
Death, probably.
We'll
Other-
never find out now.
Oh well, bad.
You
I don't
took a
think that's the
different
last.
path.
I don't think that's the last time we're gonna be in the dream world.
I mean, no.
Oh, better not be.
Gotta go get dad.
Yeah, you gotta
I
get
gotta
your
go
dad.
get dad.
Anywho, how about we go ahead and give a send-off as a note of things. There will not be a session next week, so we'll be returning for the case in 2 weeks instead.
What
But,
is 2 weeks? The 31st, 29th, however many days in September.
That'd be October 1st, actually,
There's-
wouldn't it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's October
Probably.
1st.
Okay.
Yep.
I know months, guys. It's fine.
Yeah?
Oh, that's
No,
okay.
I
mean,
don't,
to do
Aaron.
I had to do the math in my head real quick there too. Anywho.
I looked at a calendar.
Same.
That's what I would have done if I cared enough.
Okay. Sorry we inconvenience you with our sessions, Stone. Gee.
I meant like I'll look at it in my planner later. I'm not gonna waste the brain cells looking at or trying to do the math on it right now.
Alright, thank you all again. Can we go ahead and get a send-off for things? Going into a normal order instead of the odd mix-up I did last week. Becca.
Hello, I'm Becca Morgan. You can find me anywhere that I'm worth finding as Cool Armadillo, either the 0 as the final O or not. At some point, maybe Macy and I will ever record an episode of our podcast, Unlikely Adventurers, again. But as of right now, still haven't. Our lives have not lined up whatsoever. But look for me soon in October. Ooh woo. That's a threat. I don't know if it's been fully announced yet.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Stone.
Hello, I am Stone, and you can find me on Twitter at Hello I am Stone or on Twitch at twitch.tv/Hello I am Stone, where I like to stream quite a bit and stream some fun games. This week we're looking at Metal Hell Singer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because that looks like it's a lot of fun. And I want to stream that sometime this week. And then I believe Wednesday, Johnny, we will be doing a co-stream of Final Fantasy 15, where I will sit in info dump about the boys who I love so much.
I'm one of them, but they're not going to admit that.
So yeah, look forward to that this week. That's where you can find me. Follow me on Twitter to keep up with my streams and keep up with my life. So yeah.
Alright, thank you very much as well. Johnny.
Oh, that's me. Right. Follow me on Twitter at It's Macho Madness or on Twitch at It's Macho Madness. The stream schedule should be going up I'm gonna say noon tomorrow. We're gonna have Fall Guys on Monday with Marf. Wednesday, I get to talk Final Fantasy with Stone, and it's gonna be incredible. And then on Thursday, we're gonna double down on Final Fantasy. We're gonna be doing some more Final Fantasy 6. We might get a stream on Friday, but we'll see. Also, I'm one of Stone's favorite people, so don't laugh. Laughing seems like it's a lie.
No,
Okay.
you're right. It was just like
Okay.
such a random thing to throw in there. It was like, I mean, you're right, but okay.
Okay. Just making sure.
Thank you, Johnny, as well. Brian.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta. You can also find me on Twitch at Cosmic Zeta whenever I decide to stream. Who knows at this point? But yeah, aside from that,
Thank you. And last but not least, Aaron.
Hello. You can find me on Twitter at please don't poke me with an underscore at the end. I'm about to go pass out.
Alright. Well,
Such
thank
a
you all.
mood, bestie.
Thank you all again, and I hope you all look forward to the remainder of this case. There's some fun stuff ahead, trust me.
Why does that sound like a
I hope
threat?
it's... Anyway, have a good night, a good evening, and whatever other time of day it could be for anyone watching right now. Love y'all, take care, bye now.